to us on democracy, communication, and development. Please, you should be ready with your writing materials. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, MC. I have a very competent one. Congratulations for all you do. With you around, our job and my job is simple. Thank you once again. Again, DG Chapter Chairman, permit me to stand on the protocol that has already been established. By the way, I love your colors, Dr. Ntamu. Thank you. Thank you. I love my conversation with the DG PDI this morning when he called me and he said some of the things we are going to be doing and what I'll be doing, and all of us will be thinking impromptu or something, whatever we see. When he reached me while in Calabar, I requested that I chair this occasion. I readily was available, and that's why I'm here today. Kept me out of here, but for the importance of this event, by what it is to the Bekwarra nation, they couldn't have been anything more other than the sacrifice, whatever there was or there is, and to be here. I was not narrowed down to concentrate my efforts in talking about this very broad topic. I decided to concentrate my efforts on leadership. And then once we get the right leadership, that right leadership will lead us to deepening democracy, whether in Bekwarra, in Nigeria, or wherever within the confines of our national borders. And that will be applicable somewhere else in the world where democracy is practiced. When those indices equal, that makes for proper leadership, quality leadership, I am sure it will equally be responsible for the level of development that we would want to have or that we expect. By the way, there are of democracy to me, in general terms, will mean strengthening those institutions that help people's participation and control, such as the political parties, INEC, security, judiciary, the legislature, etc. And as such, will require an attempt to bring down the control and influence of the rich and powerful people in making government decisions. I would like to concentrate my efforts on quality leadership as a desideratum for the deepening democracy, which will ultimately provide a conducive ambience in turn for the desired development of the Bekwarra land and by extension the nation at large. By the way, democracy, elections, running of elections. When we talk about democracy, everybody looks at the issue of elections. Election is not democracy. Election on its own is not democracy. It is merely an aspect of democracy. There are several, what I would call, crucial intangibles that makes for deepening of democracy. You can't see them. Liberty in terms of speech, what is generally referred to as freedom of speech, you can't touch it, but it's so strong that your participation, you are taken along. We call it in politics, you are carrying your people along. They are crucial intangibles, you don't see it, but they are very tangible. So it is not just about getting into the field, electioneerings, election itself that caps it, and you think that is democracy. No. Dividends of democracy is the holder of an office. If we are looking at the holder of an office, is the holder of an office tutored enough? Has he got the right mindset such that when he's occupying an office, he can readily provide the dividends of democracy, or he thinks about just himself? In such an office, the desire for such an office meant to promote personal egos, or it is about the people. By the way, the common definition of democracy centers around the people. It is about people, people, people. Where that does not apply, you get democracy, because it's about yourself. So, I have chosen to say, to be successful in the aspect of having to deepen democracy and for general development of a people, be it a nation, individuals, or a people, it is quality leadership first, and that is what I have chosen to concentrate on. While I agree that to deepen democracy in Nigeria at large, but with Bekwarra local government in focus as one of Nigeria's component units, institutions such as political parties, INEC, security, judiciary, and the legislature, and etc., must be strengthened rather than creating stronger individuals as it is presently the case. I am of the firm opinion that the failure and weakness of the aforementioned institutions are a function of an outright manipulation of the system of emergence and how leaders who eventually lead these institutions are created, ultimately resulting in a fractured but incredibly and negatively powerful institutions that we are now contending with, unfortunately. It is my view that because of the complicated political convolution, which obviously informed Robert Louis Stevenson when he said, and I quote, "The only profession for which no preparation is thought necessary is politics," end quote. Or the opinion of a British diplomat who also said, quote, "The fastest route to the history books is politics," end quote. To me, is the center of this anomaly. It will be therefore methodical to seek to solve algebraic problems by bypassing equations and formulas. In other words, we cannot successfully deepen democracy or engender development without necessarily ensuring that quality leaders are in place. It is therefore doubly incumbent on us to be active participants in the process of the emergence of our leaders at all levels. Our role, in my view, is to ensure that we identify persons with problem-solving skills and who understand that the most appreciable asset is people. Those who have deep compassion and understand the human element. It is also pertinent that the character indices of our leaders must be known at every material times and at all levels. Their elements must be visible and patriotic. Any other interest can only come as a partnering development.